say, and I don't know why. I know reason for moving on, but finding out that you guys don't have microwaves is making me feel the same way as when I found out my American friends don't have kettles, and I just
What?
Oh yeah, Americans
Wow.
don't have kettles. Kettles don't
What?
exist in America.
Heresy!
What?
she
That's
just
even-
microwaved her tea.
The first thing they do is they tip all the tea in the harbour, and now they don't even make anything with a kettle! This is how the episode is starting!
Oh no, they also put unreasonable amounts of sugar in tea.
Oh no, that's not tea,
Like-
that's soup. That's not even soup, that's like... That's just a cavity in a cup.
Why? This kettle is like
Okay, we need to actually... Where we last left off.
Hang on, no, we're sidetracking long enough for Aaliyah to do the recap, aren't we?
We last
no, we're not.
left off. The party, after finding Daniel's seeming to have drowned, they attempted to heal him and aid him, though he was dead. Party fled out and reconvened in the tavern after hiding the body in the woods somewhere. After deciding that they needed to get out and get as quick as possible to Malon's associates, they decided to give Daniels a burial and move the trees. After the funeral, and as they were all entering into the tree, Spencer witnessed a large orcish figure staring at him only 10 feet away. As they all made it back, they decided on where they were going. They had the choice of the large city of Waterdeep, though it would exhaust Malon to get there, or a small town on the edge of the high forest. They chose to go to Waterdeep, and on their travel there encountered what seemingly a large storm, or maybe even a hurricane. They all managed to keep their bearings, but they still all became exhausted during the process. Once they made it there, they settled up in a shanty tavern on the outskirts of the city. So in the farming sect of the outer edge of the city. The party staying in the tavern known as the Patched Paw. They rented rooms and they bedded for the night, each keeping watch. Where we last left off. Oberon, it's starting to come first light. You can notice you can notice Malon slightly stirring, but not yet awake.
Okay.
Do we like take the long rest?
Yes, go ahead and alter everyone.
Would it be considered a long rest if I sort of woke everyone now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to sort of gently go around and wake everyone. Just sort of say, we need to get moving. I don't fancy staying in this part of town too long.
Yes.
Alright, I'll say everyone you're starting to gradually wake up. If anyone's a particularly heavy sleeper, then say if you're awake or not.
No, if anyone's a particularly heavy sleeper, describe how much effort I need to put in to wake you up.
Well,
Wants to be the heavy sleeper. We need to pick one, guys.
probably
It's
Tenebrae.
John.
I don't know, I mean, like, a few of you
He
have a
only
record
wakes
of,
up
like,
when
waking up at
Tenebrae
midday, so...
No, I wake up
is
Tenebrae.
in danger.
No, I wake Tenebrae up before you.
Tenebrae was already practically awake.
Tenebrae fell
trances.
asleep on you, so why would I wake the person who's underneath up first.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You know?
You
Gotta
sort
think
of
these things through logically.
gently waking Tenebrae up. He wakes up relatively quickly, sort of stretching slightly, and gets up and gets ready for the day.
Fuck, I missed the perfect opportunity.
God, what?
Do what?
I should have not woken anyone up and just had Oberon do like yoga in like a loincloth just in the middle of the room. You all just wake up like, oh fuck, I didn't realize you guys were gonna wake up that soon. Next time I take watch, maybe.
Am I counting correctly to say there are 7 of us?
Malin and Tenebrae plus all of you.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There are
What the
7.
fuck did I miss? Anyway.
Probably Tenebrae.
Nope. I didn't.
Did you count
Tara?
yourself?
Nope. Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna just do Wildberry to. No, not Wildberry. What? Goodberry.
Good shape.
We already have good food. Wait,
Good
how many
shape and
days?
wild.
We don't have good. Oh wait, yes we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
have
it did.
salmon
You
too.
also ate a good
I
berry last
forgot you
night. I'll
actually
say
did
you're
get-
still
No,
plenty
you
full.
have to keep track
Yeah.
of
Okay.
rations.
Can I scratch that then?
Eat
Okay.
cheese sandwich.
It's your job to keep like track of your rations, lads. Like
Okay, how many rations do I have?
I'll say
Based
with
on
the with the loaves with the 2 loaves of bread that you have as well as everything else, I'll say you have for the whole party you have about 2 days of ration. For yourself you have about a week's worth.
Oberon still just has a full pack of rations. I've
Yeah.
still got what I started with.
Everyone else you don't have any
Oh
normal
my gosh,
rations.
let's all go ration shopping, guys.
That's why I suggested we leave this part of town.
I agree with him.
we-
Let's leave this part of town, guys.
We need to stay.
My
Um,
fucking
Character
god.
now then, or what? Wait, are we in character now?
You're meant to be.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna sort of walk downstairs, like, obviously just sling my pack over my shoulders and ask the barkeep which is the way to the sort of center of the city.
1 moment. What?
Well, we're not in the city at the moment. We're outside.
No, I mean like,
Say again?
because the center of the city isn't exactly going to be
Pretty
central
sure we can
necessarily.
see. I'm pretty sure we can see it though.
You're outside the
Like, I
walls.
can see the main
You are
city.
outside. So you're outside of the walls of the city, and you're in what is essentially the farming and slums area. At the moment,
Okay, then I'll be more specific. Where would we be able to find weapon shops?
that would be closer into the center-ish. It would more be in the sort of that would be in the more sort of commercial district.
Okay. In that, would I know where the commercial district is? Or
I'd say
Well,
it
actually,
would
would
be
I have
difficult
been to
to
Waterdeep
find
before?
it. I'd say because it's you,
I probably know where.
yeah.
It is.
If anyone who'd know this area, which is anyone in their backstories, if we've spoken about that, if they've come through here before, which if any of your in your backstories have been wondering about the place, I'm sure you've been through here.
Yeah, I think maybe me.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Definitely
haven't
not
discussed
me.
it, but my character's been wandering around for like
Oh.
100 years. So.
Yeah, your character definitely
My guys
knows.
have been wandering around for like 5 years.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll say most of you know where it is.
Okay, cool. Okay, so sort of just. Is everybody ready to go?
I believe so. Yes.
I'm gonna make sure check and make sure if I have the cards of the deck.
You pat down below yourself as you around your waist, and you do feel the recommendation of the cards.
Good.
Alright.
Oh, they're
What
the
if
same
someone took the
card, or
deck
they
out of the
swapped
box?
Huh?
Yeah, what if someone took the cards out of the
Those
deck?
of you.
Out of the box? Ignore me, I can't speak.
You can certainly try.
Fucking like take them all out, start shuffling them.
Is that a challenge? To take the cards out without Spencer noticing but leave the box? You challenging me, Nova?
No. You can certainly
Or
do that.
anyone.
What if someone had stolen one
No, you
card
can't. I will
and they
prompt
got in the
you.
void and they got deleted? What if
Yeah,
they
we'd
stole
never-
the void?
They wouldn't.
We
They wouldn't
never
get,
know.
They wouldn't. So the void doesn't do. The void essentially just take the soul. But the body would just be comatose. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so if you were all going to be leaving, then say so.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not
Yeah.
leading. I'm not leading you guys by the hand. I'm too tired for that shit. You gotta say.
Well, Malon is
Right,
still
Malon.
dead, so that's fair
Right,
enough.
Malon's still
considering the
woken
fact-
up. He's just a bit quiet at the moment.
I think
Wait, when
considering the fact that me and Josiah that Josiah said are we going, I say I think so, yes. And then we could already start walking after that.
Okay.
Yeah, I
How-
would assume that we're just gonna leave whoever doesn't want to come behind.
Do you get 1 point of do you lose 1 point
Bolly.
of exhaustion per long rest? Is that how that works?
I'm pretty sure you revert after, but
Well, like
I
after
think so.
1 long rest, you get rid of all your exhaustion.
Yeah.
That's actually a good question.
Can I please water Bolly?
you can certainly water volley. You can sort of.
I
I'd say you
water
could go.
volley.
And, yeah, you could go and get a bit of water from the bar and just sort of water volley slightly. And, okay.
Plumbing.
Blinded, charmed, deaf and frightened, grappled, incapacitated, petrified, poisoned, restrained, stunned, unconscious, exhaustion. Okay, some abilities and judgments such as starvation and long-term effects of freezing or scorching temperatures can lead to special exhaustion mixed up in 6 months. An effect can be levels of exhaustion. If it really exhausts itself, another effect causes exhaustion. It is currently an effect removes exhaustion. Okay, finishing a long rest reduces the level by 1, provided the creature's also ingested some. Yeah, so it goes down by 1.
Okay, so Malon is now on like 3.
Yeah, Malon still has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, speed halved, and disadvantage on ability checks.
I thought it would be something like that. But
And
That's very unforgos.
yeah, it is. And
I mean, it makes sense.
Miss
Like with
and
the hit die.
yeah, Mistral, you are at a 2nd level, so your speed is halved and you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Okay.
Isn't it though?
So
Well,
if
she
you're
doesn't-
We're in a big city, I don't know. Are we gonna get into combat or not? That's the question. Like, do you all want to start fights or not?
You
Well,
know
as
what
we
happens.
established, me and Mistral are going to beat up some racists, so...
When did you establish this?
earlier to spite me.
I'm
What, is
gonna
Nova a racist and you want to
start
spite him?
heading
Do
for
that?
the city.
This
Yeah,
is new
he
to
is.
me.
You're going to head into the
He
city,
is a racist.
Spencer?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Since when?
Is everyone heading in?
I'm
Let's
going
go.
with
Not
them
what
as
it was
well.
that he said.
Since when is our DM a raging racist?
Shut up.
He said something while we were playing Minecraft. I can't remember what it was, though.
What was it?
Anyway,
I need
No,
to
we were
know.
talking. Okay. For clarification, especially with those people listening, we weren't saying that our DM was a racist. Cyril was saying that he has a spell and he has a preference of making racists shit themselves. And then I was like, "Hey, you want to go beat up some racists?" And then he was like, "Yeah." And then that's how we got you.
So,
Thank you.
as everyone who is going out of the city is leaving, you see that there's a slightly bustling population going through the dirty, slightly cobbled streets. You can see a lot more of how quite run down it is. There is the occasional rat that's scampering underneath a house. The house is on slight stilts with the way they've been made, and you can see a few people. The occasional sort of shady person sat on top of a barrel drinking with some other people. The occasional sort of commoner who's sort of begging people who are coming through, going towards the rest of the city, and the occasional trade cart coming past, going towards the city.
Right. Well, Well, Spencer is extremely, like, tensed up, trying to avoid the rats at all costs.
You'd think for someone who loves nature, he might love all animals. But no.
You don't know what happened.
True.
Wait, there's a lore behind the fact that Spencer's scared of rats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Like, I knew you were dedicated to writing lore. Not that dedicated.
It wasn't intentional.
As you were all standing there,
Oh. Can't we just walk into the silly place?
yeah,
We have.
Let's just walk.
You said as you were
That's
all
what we
standing
said
there,
we
as I
were
expected
going.
you to describe something. Yeah, we said we were going to the financial sector.
you also did a lot
What a-
more.
Oh my
financial
god, there's
Okay.
gonna be a bank?
Yes!
If
Yes!
Yes!
We did that!
Yes!
You know what this means, Nova?
don't tempt
Hey,
me.
Mistral, you wanted to
Sorry,
do
don't
crimes.
tempt me.
No, you're getting tempted. I can see it in your eyes.
Is the whole party just gonna rob a
As you're all
bank now?
walking down the mudded cobble streets, you can see the occasional guard that's keeping an eye on the populace with a slight disdainful look on their armor is these sort of plated silvered looking plate armor, and they seem to be sort of just walking out in groups of three, just surveying the area. And I would like you all to roll me a perception check really quick. Just to see.
So I did forget to say this, but back
Oh,
in
I rolled
the
Matt's 20.
Oh, nice.
So what? That was 15.
Oh, same! Oh my god!
Yes, that's a 16 then.
I rolled a nat
20
20
not
as well.
natural.
Perception.
I got a 10.
22.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
I got an 18 as well, but yeah, I also rolled wrong.
Can I use this to as well look for a bank?
That was a 6.
No. Okay. Yes. You look around for a bank, Aaliyah. Sorry, Rory. And you don't think there are any banks in the Poverous section of the town, of the city. Sorry.
Oh, we're not in the
Not yet.
I thought we were in a finance.
shopping area.
No,
Oh,
okay.
right, okay.
Not yet.
Well, I'll look again then.
Okay. So what were all of your total rolls? Everyone with a nat 20.
22.
My nat 20 comes out as a 16.
Okay. Alright. So, as you're all approaching the gates, you can see there are guards there. They don't seem to be stopping anyone, just keeping an eye on who's entering and who's not. You see a very raggedy looking old man who seems to be trying to speak with one of the guards, seemingly looking like he's begging, but the guard seems to just be ignoring him.
Are there any additional features about the old man?
The
Or
old
is it
man,
just
he's got what seems to me almost like a burlap sack type. You'd be quite correct in thinking it would be some form of burlap sack that he's using as a top, as well as this sort of almost skirt-like bit of cloth that's just sort of around his waist, being held by a bit of rope. He has this sort of like gingered greyed hair that's sort of frazzled outwards in multiple different directions. His beard that goes quite a far way. He seems also quite skinny, not healthily skinny.
Okay.
What kind of save was it again? For
Yes, Spencer, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom, yes. So it's 12.
Okay. For a moment you have to take a few breaths, but you can steady yourself. You're not amazingly comfortable, but you can cope for now.
Yes.
As you all walk through the streets, it's remarkably more polished than everywhere else. You see there are quite a few guards around, but they seem to be not patrolling, looking for anyone in particular, just keeping the peace. You see that people are... There's quite a few tradespeople sort of around the front, around the gate, who seem to be sort of selling off their goods at the sort of to people who are coming into the city. You hear a few people sort of yelling out, sort of talking about these sort of a few sort of different products, like one of them is sort of selling off herbs, sort of like you'll one of those you'll be you sort of see him sort of yelling over to this quite noble human lady saying, "Hey, ma'am, if I may interest you in this," and she goes, "Leave me alone. I have places to be." As she sort of mumbles under her breath afterwards, and she storms off, and the guy sort of backing up slightly and then going on to the next person.
Does there look like there's anything distinctly that would be somewhere that would sell magical items that we can tell?
You see a bit further into the city what seems to be a good, quite a few spires and towers that seem to be in a further end to the city, closer into what you seem to be the centre.
Okay.
It's sort of
I'd
slightly
like
to
to
the
make my
left.
way towards there, actually.
Okay. Right. So, is everyone else going there? Or is that only everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow.
So, following and going in that direction, you walk for a bit, going across the streets, keeping your eyes on where the things are. You get to what seems to be a quite a nice area. The shops seem quite high, quite a bit bougie, I'd say. These sort of different sort of like clothing shops for different fine clothes. There's a few shops that are selling sort of potions. You see what seems to be a enchanter's shop with different items that are sort of shown through this sort of strange sort of glass that sort of got this slight tinge to it that the outside shows. Let me just get the thing up.
I keep my eye out for a bank.
Go roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Why would this?
I'm helping her.
How do you help
He's
her?
helping, so I just...
I also look out for a bank.
Why do you know to look up for a bank?
I
Hey,
would assume she probably
Oberon.
mentioned that she wants to
Look
look
out
for a bank
for a
in the
bank.
past. I've
Tell
known
me
her
if
for
you
long
see
enough.
Both of you roll
bank,
with
Oberon.
disadvantage.
Damn it, I'd hoped it would cancel it out.
No, fuck you.
Okay, that's
Okay.
15.
Well, fuck you, I rolled exactly the same number twice.
And what was that number?
That's 17.
You see what seems to be a bank with a very large queue on the outside. The sort of like marble pillars on the outside of it. It's quite a large establishment, and you can see this long, large queue that sort of like is snaking to get in.
I'm coming for you.
Does Rory see it, or do I have to tell her about it?
You both see it.
Alright.
Guys, can we go into that bank? I've never been into a bank before. I really... please.
Rory,
Why
perhaps we can go when we're done with our more important shopping.
Oh,
What do you need from a
What even
bank?
is a bank?
huh?
What even is that?
I think you put like money in it. I don't know. I don't really like. I obviously just carry my money, but like I want to see the people in that. They seem so interesting.
Bit odd, but
Their
okay.
pockets are more interesting. Out of character, not canon, sorry.
Bankers are known to be some of the most interesting, fun people. If you didn't already know that.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Bankers are very fun people to
No,
be
but I
around. They
swear
live
to
off
God,
cocaine.
Okay,
if
so
you don't do what you promise.
I'm gonna shut up now before I get muted.
you guys see a multitude of different shops as well in this area. You see the one catches your eye as Enchantress Tia's Magical Emporium. This sort of
That's not
this sort of almost purplish pink stained sort of glass with these different sort of runes in the corners of it, showing these different wares. You see sort of daggers, swords, rings, necklaces, and different bobs and bits in through the windows.
Can we go there?
You certainly
that
can.
looks like a place we
I go there.
looking for.
I also do that.
Alright, let me go get out one of my goodies.
Also go there.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, as you head towards the shop, you see it is currently empty. And you see what seems to be a purple-skinned tiefling that is sat quite lazily behind a counter. Sort of, you see what she seems to be asleep. She's you can see these sort of golden bands on her horns which curl upwards, sort of from the back, slightly back of her head and round forwards. You see she has this sort of purple sort of robe on, and you see her hair is this sort of dark purple that is sort of in braids down the back of her head.
Nice.
She's asleep.
She currently seems to be asleep.
Who has the best sleight of hand here?
Oh.
That's matter.
Guys, we're not robbing from innocent people.
You don't know she's innocent. You've never spoken to her in your life.
You don't know that she's not an innocent
Mitchell's
person.
gonna walk up to her
Guilty
and kind
until
of
proven innocent.
As you
Tap
walk
her
up,
back
as you take 2 steps forward, one of her eyes opens and you see this sort of crimson,
Damn it. Fuck's sake.
red eye that just looks at you as she quirks a smile and just says, "Right, I've got visitors. How can I help you?"
Why is she so scary?
As you see, she's sort of sitting up, and and you see sort of as she seems to have been playing with these 2 sort of metal, sort of smooth metal balls that seem, as she sort of was like sort of twirling them in her hands, as she then sort of opening her hands as they spin into the air and then land back down. She puts them in this sort of small little bowl on the thing, and she sits up. Right. New faces, please. I'm Enchantress Tia.
Hello.
We're wondering whether. Well, what's
Josiah, can you stop whatever that noise
multiple
is?
items? I think it's mouse wheel.
Yeah, thank you.
Up with the extreme scrolling.
We're wondering what magical items you have for sale.
Well, how long have you got? Suppose I should, what are you in the market for?
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's anything specific my friend wants. I don't have anything specific I want, but my friend might.
Well, if you
I
need
gesture, etc.
about this, if you need a weapon that could cut a giant in half, if you need a amulet that can summon a companion to help strike down your foes, if you need an amulet to help you live a little better, if you need a ring that can turn you invisible or maybe walk on water, you've come to the
Can
right
we
place.
have a look at? Can we have a look at your rings and items that might protect us?
Ah, looking for some protection. I see.
Well, yeah. This is called Trojan Ice and Fire.
Trusted for over 100 years. Fun fact, Trojan was actually founded in 1915.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. There is a condom company that's 105 years old.
Which is very poggers.
Yes, it
No.
is.
Trojan. Condoms are poggers.
Sake.
So we've got someone looking for protective equipment. What about everyone else?
I'd like to have a little look at protection, but I'd like to generally browse as well.
Ah, I see. Well,
Yes, I would.
please
I
have a
would
look
like
around.
to I would like to generally browse, but also, if you have anything that in particular could increase my speed or allow me to teleport or anything of the like, that would be.
Well, if I certainly don't have it, you can always ask for it, and I could whip you something up, though that might take a bit.
Oh wow.
I'm not an enchantress for nothing.
Ah! Fuck!
Thanks for yelling that.
What?
What happened?
Oberon fell over. Oberon
Huh?
fell over.
Oberon trips over, just says, "Careful."
My cat jumped out of my bed onto my desk and I didn't notice him and he sort of just pelted into me. I'm sorry.
Okay, so anyone who is looking around for things, go ahead and give me just an investigation check to see if you find something interesting.
Sure.
18.
18.
Investigation, is it?
Okay, so what are
Oh,
you...
oh wait. So when she's I see you met. Wait. So wait, Nova.
Yeah.
So she said that she could make something if she doesn't have it. When she said, does she mean should I just like look around the shop then and see if she has it, or does she have like
If she does not have it, then she does custom orders.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what exactly were you looking for?
Something that could give me the ability to teleport or make me move faster.
You look about for a small bit, and you come across a few things, a few sort of a few rings catch your eye. This strange ring with this sort of this golden band with this sort of swirling pattern that turns into this sort of orangish opal stone. Crystal, sorry.
Oh, also, I'll turn on my good boy vision to look for it, and I'll look for things that are of the school of the teleportation is in. I forgot what school that is though. I think it's transmutation, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm just sort of sorting.
Transportation.
Yes, transportation, totally.
That's the magic cube.
You You do something. Terith, something does catch your eye. There is this this strange sort of metal box that seems to be a similar make of not the same shape, but a similar creation to the thing that was holding the deck.
Oh. Can I? Is that like a note that says what stuff is, or?
No. You can see the Enchantress Tears sort of looking directly at you with a smirk on her face.
What is this?
As right next to you, she appears. Ooh, well, something that isn't exactly for sale, unless I do trust you, though it is dangerous. All I know is that it's a talisman that does some very bad things. I personally don't exactly trust it. And it's a bit pricey. I would label this one
What
as
do you mean?
about 1,000 gold pieces if you did want to buy it, and I'd have to trust you a bit for that. I'd say stay clear of that one.
What do you mean? What does it do when you say bad things?
Well,
We
the
should sell.
the talisman seems to do different things for different types of people. For instance, the second I touched it, went under a great deal of pain. But someone in my cohorts that I use from time to time to help me find new artifacts, and occasionally the Lord's Alliance will pay me to help understand and acquire different magical items.
We're fun.
Well, for one of my different companions, it aided them in the way they cast spells, using it as a focus, but it's a bit tricky.
Okay, can I make a perception check to see if she's noticed the death of many things and we're all fucked?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Right, we should sell her the deck.
No!
We could probably sell that for like at least 2.
21.
Is she an archmage? Because if not, she doesn't have enough money.
You got a 21. She seems to be casting a few looks at Spencer's direction every now and again.
Yeah, okay, we're probably gonna die. We shouldn't have brought this into a magic shop. So it's a arcane focus, right? Or a type of
It's
arcane
a
focus.
form of arcane focus.
Just kill
Sounds
myself.
interesting. Sorry about my brother.
That's completely fine.
Tell him that's a bad idea and he shouldn't.
I'm not sure I'm gonna.
I will
Right.
knock on your door then.
Can I reach out to touch it, Nova?
Go ahead. She doesn't seem
I
to
will
stop
do
you.
that. Okay, I'm going to touch it.
Okay, you reach out and touch it, and the metal feels as cold as ice.
But nothing happens.
No, nothing seems to happen. You can't see it. It's encased in the same sort of almost lead box. It seems it looks like lead as the deck was.
Wait, so the like items inside it.
Yes.
Do you mind if I touch them?
Well, consider.
I'll try not to do anything.
How about this? If you give me your word that you won't steal it,
I
go
won't.
ahead, but be warned. could hurt.
I will reach into the box and
Okay, as she first opens the box, as she sort of, with 3 fingers up, as she taps it 3 times with her middle finger, as then a little bit of a hiss from underneath it, as then it opens. Give me a second to get the card
I will
again.
take it out.
Okay, you see what seems to be this talisman that seems to be of a skull with horns coming over, as this other set of horns coming outwards. This the mouth wide open as if screaming. This green and black energy swirling inside its mouth as well as its eyes, as this circular talisman. And as the second you touch it,
Terrifying. That's fucking terrifying.
do you have good or evil in your alignment?
Uh-oh.
Good, I guess.
Do you have
Oh,
good in your
no.
alignment?
Yeah, good. I haven't decided exactly on what my
Not
Fucking
anymore.
no, you have to have an alignment. What the fuck?
probably
Description.
probably good neutral. I
No,
don't have a set. I don't
no,
think. I
your
might.
alignment is lawful neutral.
Oh, is that what I put? Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you
Actually, that
take.
makes sense.
Da-da-da.
Oh, fuck! I'm gonna die.
You touched it. You take 23 points of necrotic damage. As the second you touch it,
Well done.
this green energy swelling up your hand as these sort of your veins blacken for a moment. As then she pulls your hand back, dropping it back into the box, as then closing it back up. As she says, "Sorry, seems like. Well, I warned you. You okay?"
Yeah, I'll be fine. I think I'll keep on looking for now.
Yes. Is anyone else looking for things?
Yes.
I was, but I got a 4, so.
You got a 4.
Yeah, I got a
let me-
6.
Okay. That's just for what
I
you
got
find.
a 9, but I
Yeah.
got a 7, but I have my my good boy
Good
version
boy.
on.
Okay. I'm gonna say you roll with advantage then, Felix.
Okay. Oh, that second roll was a 21.
Okay, okie dokie then. You find what seems to be a golden ring with a few emerald-looking inlays on it, as well as what seems to be a beautiful depiction made out of what appears to be cobalt and emerald of a hummingbird.
Wow.
And as Tia appears next to you and says, "Ah, yes, the Ring of Evasion."
I like turn to look at her and then come out of my good boy version
Okay.
and say, what exactly is this?
Well, it only has 3 charges that regenerates daily, so you can use it 3 times a day. And if you're in a bit of a pickle, you can use one of the charges in this to give you a bit of a push in the right direction. Very useful if you're in a pinch.
Sorry.
This is a relatively easy enchantment to have, so I put the sale price at 250 gold pieces.
Well, that sounds useful. I'm going to carry on looking for a bit, but I might buy this.
Of course. Alright, who else
Not
is
him.
looking for things again?
Me?
Okay, what do you roll?
That's gonna be a 20, not natural.
A 20. Okay, whereabouts are you looking for?
I'd either be looking for something to sort of increase my, I guess, protection. Like, well, no, actually, I'd be looking for something to increase the strength of my spells. To be honest.
Strength of your spells, okay.
Get another tome.
Yes! Fuck yes! 24 charisma, boys.
Dude, hey, I was talking to Josiah about how my next character is going to be a elf druid who has had a tome since he was a child and is now 2,000 years old and
No, I
has
checked.
30 wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tomes don't necessarily work like that, and elves don't work like that. They can only go to about 400.
They do recharge, though, every
No,
100
that's
years.
why.
Yeah, it's every
Yeah,
100
that's-
years,
that's
so you
why
can
it's a
use it a
druid.
few times.
That's
Oh,
why
that's why
it's
it's
a
a
druid.
druid, so yeah, okay, well. That's just fucking
Broken.
die. You're not doing that in my campaign.
Okay, Felix 10 wisdom.
Okay, so
Felix, I will run a campaign where you can do that on the condition you run a campaign that I can do that with someone.
nobody will play with you.
Perhaps.
Except
Nobody will
I
play
want
with
to
you.
do it with a
Just me.
warlock.
Jesus.
Oh god.
Okay, just looking through my lovely cards that I have. I'm sorry, this is taking so long. Oh my god, yes. Okay. So, you were looking for something to help you a bit with your spellcasting, or was it armor class or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So, you see quite a few things. You see bags of holding. You see, you see what seems to be cloaks of many different various things. This shop seems a lot bigger than it was in the outside. You notice. You see what seems to be a strangely shaped decanter. You see what seems to be a folded piece of black cloth that does not seem to have an end to it necessarily. It's just almost this black tear that you have to stare at for a minute and then bring your eyes off. You see this very fine silver-looking ring that seems to be very, very reflective. You see some plate armor in the on the part of the sort of hung up in the with the rest of the armor in there. You see a few pendants, two pendants catching your eye, one of which in the shape of a heart and the other in the shape of these sort of three ruby-like things, almost like a fan, and hands clasping over them. You see what seems to be a cloak with almost like bat-like cuts on it.
Batman!
Batman.
Do you look at the wings?
Where is she?
Do you look at the cloak?
Where is she? Am I allowed to look
So-
at the cloak and the pendant?
Which one? Which pendant?
The one that wasn't a heart, the ruby one.
Okay. As you go over to it, Tia appears, saying, "Ah, well, that is the peripat of wound closure. That if you're losing a significant amount of blood, that'll close any wounds that would kill you. And that cloak also doubles as wings.
How much would that be?
The wings or the pendant?
The wings.
Ooh, I would say that's 400 gold pieces.
Okay. I would like to... Would it be possible for me to
Sorry,
come back possibly tomorrow?
Certainly.
No,
Though
quite
if someone
interesting,
else
that.
decides to pay for it too, then.
Of course. Of course, but it's simply quite a large investment and, well...
Want to make sure you're ready for it, I understand.
Yes.
And the peripatetic wound closure would be, if you would be willing to buy it, would be 250 gold pieces.
Okay, thank you very much.
Of course. The rest of you, some of the ones that catch your eye is the folded piece of cloth that seems to be almost endless. Some green, sort of almost scaled leaf-like boots. What seems to be a form of bag of holding. You also see what seems to be a coat hanger that seems to have nothing on it.
Visibility cloak, I'm calling it.
Can I
No,
have
but
a
are
look
you
for-
ripping off Harry Potter?
can I have a look for a ring of invisibility, or can I have a look at the cloak first and then for a ring of?
It's the
I can't see it. You're holding
What?
it so we can only see the bottom.
What did you just say?
You say it's the
No,
word
you
abortion?
can't.
I'm sorry, I just
Word
heard the
of
rod of
invisibility.
abortion.
Abortion.
Who goes to
Can I go and have a look?
who
Me.
Remind me of that.
chill out, lads, chill out.
I go look at the cloak.
Okay. As you go over to it,
Same. I want to go same.
okay, as you both go over to it, Tia appears and says, "Ah, well, a cloak of invisibility. Rather self-explanatory, I do think.
How much is it?
I'll say that is 300 gold pieces.
I have to work out how much money I have. Money, 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 money. Where's my money? Equipment. I have
It's like,
100. Wait, why do I only have 100 gold?
If you haven't been changing your gold, then that's why.
Huh? I was changing my gold.
Okay. Paris. Mistral. As you're sort of browsing, I'm assuming you are, you see what seems to be two smooth stones that are laying on a cushion, a small cushion.
Can I pick one up, take a close look at it?
Okay. As you do, next to you, Tia. Ah, sending stones. Rather self-explanatory, though I will say. These stones are oftentimes carved very differently to each other. They only come in pairs. Rather rare, but it can allow you to say a brief word or two through a magical connection between them. So if you have one and a friend of yours has another, no matter where you are in the You can't be somewhere that you won't be able to send a little message. If you were in...
Terrace and Tenebrae needs this.
if you were in the deepest pits of the 9 hells, you could send a message. If you were in the infinite layers of the abyss, you could still send a message. If you were in the astral plane, you could still send a message.
She's gonna pretend like she's not really that interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like, I mean, I suppose it's okay. Can't imagine they'd be worth whatever price you're gonna put on them though.
My. There's a bit of hostility. I'm but a salesman. And I can't just let anyone buy these things, you know. They have to at least have some price to them. But these, as it's not a particularly difficult enchantment, it's just the linking more than anything. I'll say this is 250 gold pieces. And that's at a discount.
Tell me, before I make a purchase, do you buy things yourself? People that pass through?
On occasion, yes. Depends. It's often only magical, but I'm perfectly happy to take a look at something if you're willing.
I'm gonna take out the dagger of returning, the one that I have.
Well, may I? And she sort of holds her hand out tentatively.
My guest.
She picks it up. And marksman is... She sort of like begins muttering to herself slightly. Well, it's in relatively good shape. Been kept well. I could take this off your hands for 150 gold pieces.
Follow-up question, just so I have an idea and can manage my funds properly. Do you by any chance stock any focusing stones? I think that's what they're called.
Focusing stones? What type?
I have some business in the abyss, and I'd like be able to get there.
Her eyebrows raise slightly, but then she puts on them still professional. My, the abyss. Well, I do happen to be able to get a hold of things like that. I don't have wisdom specifically to the abyss, but that could be sourced. I do have one technically, though it is broken.
I'm afraid a broken stone won't help me with my broken family issues.
Family issues in the
I'm
abyss?
trying to throw her off. I saw the face you made, Fisk. Just, yeah.
Well, if you want, I can obviously order something in, but you'll have to pay half in advance.
How much would it cost?
A focusing stone to the abyss, they don't exactly come cheap. So that will start at about 1,000 gold pieces, so 500 for up front, and then the other 500 when it arrives.
Okay. Now, I'll just be selling the dagger. Suppose I'll get the stones. And I'll get back to you on the stone when my companion comes back. His decision about the robe.
Very well. As she sort of, as with a thing, as this small pouch lands in her hand, as she then, with a flick, there's 10 platinum pieces. It was 100 that you agreed on, correct? Because different. I'm dealing with lots of different prices here.
110?
What? No, it wasn't 110. I
Yes,
had that for a fact.
Might have been, I don't
It was
remember.
100 or
I
150
think
either. Or.
yeah, I think
I
it was
think it was
150.
150.
Okay. Well, you might be swindling me out of this, but oh well. She has
Don't-
15 platinum pieces float out of it, so she says, "Pleasure doing business with you." Okay. Has anyone else has not looked around yet? Please do tell me. 'Cause,
Wait, how much would the stone gain so I can take that out of my gold?
250.
Okay.
I looked around and I found that like hummingbird charm.
Yes.
But then I said I was gonna look around some more.
Okay. Yeah. You find this cloak that seems to that sort of has two layers to it with these sort of almost feather-like motifs towards the bottom of it. As
How do you spell cloak?
CLOAK.
See.
Okay, so Tia pops up next to you, Cyril, saying, the cloak of displacement. If you wear this cloak, it shall project an illusion that makes you appear to be standing a bit further away than you actually are. It makes things significantly more difficult to attack you. Though, if you do get hurt, the property ceases to function for a short amount of time. But if you're in an area that you can't physically be somewhere else, so if you're tied up, it won't work.
Okay. I think I might buy that hummingbird charm.
I see. Alright. Well then. That will be 250 gold pieces.
Okay, I give her 250 gold pieces.
Okay. Go ahead and add the Ring of Evasion. I'll just give you a little show it there.
Okay.
Into your
Can I-
inventory.
Can I make a perception check to see how much money who has a lot of money in the party?
You see that. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Why not?
I just want to know
Size
because
up
I
the
want to ask people
pockets.
for money.
Okay.
I need more money. I got 17.
17. You know that the three main people who have a lot of money in the party would be Felix. I believe. Who else has a decent bit of money? I know Felix did.
Fire and Paris. Both robbed.
Mistral and just like...
Yeah.
And Spencer seems to have a good bit on him. And you also do know that Ternabre was given some money by his father.
I'm gonna go with Spencer and
You found anything?
I think you may be interested in getting this cloak over here. And I will indicate invisible cloak thingy.
Wait, what?
I think Spencer should buy the cloak because Spencer got big expensive stuff.
How
Yeah.
much did I say that the cloak was? Again, this one doesn't actually have a. It's a wondrous
You
item.
said like 200 or 250, I think.
I think. Let me check again.
It was worth 1,000 again. Something in here was.
There's a few things that are worth 1,000.
No, there wasn't a cloak. Because I thought I could buy it and then I
Oh
realized
no, you didn't. You didn't. I don't even think you actually. Did you? Did you ask the price of it?
Yeah, she said,
Oh, okay.
but I don't remember
I'm
what she
working
said.
with so many prices, so fucking hell. I'll just look it up and make sure. I might have to retcon it.
I don't remember what you said, but I thought it was 250 that you said, but that
What?
might be wrong.
One moment, then.
Be right back.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Ooh, what cloak thing? What do you mean?
This cloak grants the user invisible, and I thought if you're coming into contact with
Okay, sorry,
people,
I'm back.
it might be useful. Oh, okay, that might.
Okay, Spencer. By the way, were you Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, please go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, were you if you were specifically looking for something, because I don't think I've done you yet.
No, you haven't.
Okay. What'd you get for your check?
6.
Okay, let me just see
Mostly
what that is
looking
on
for
my
protective things.
protective things. Okay. You.
Finds things that help damage me because I rolled so low.
Oh, so also something that helps doing damage. Did you say?
No. That was making a joke.
Oh, okay. Because they're such that. I need to sort of organise this shit, I swear to God. Something that does catch your eye is... One moment, let me just check. Okay, no.
Oh?
No,
It doesn't catch his
No,
eye.
it would not catch your eye because, you know...
Okay.
Bad.
A big.
Okay, so there's a as you sort of look around, you see what seems to be as a you do see the that bat-like cloak. You see a shield which has these sort of very quite a round shield which has this strange inlays in it. You see what seems to be a very curved dagger. You see what seems to be a very large double-bladed axe, which has this sort of it has like a loop on the bottom as well as it almost looks like a marble column in the center of it.
Green and it's got golden bits.
No, it's this sort of golden brass-ish looking axe, which looks very. It looks very interesting.
I'll go over to it.
Okay.
I assume this is like back in time when they're still like looking around.
Okay. Yes. This.
Because otherwise it'll be a bit
yes.
awkward just
Yes.
walking away in
Okay.
the middle of a conversation.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yes.
Very rude.
So, you see this axe is actually behind a bit of glass, and Tia pops over to you saying, "Ah, this is known as the Berserker axe. Sorry. This is it's a strange item. It seems to have some form of curse to it. It's not necessarily bad, but if anything about this axe is threatened, if it is in your possession, if anything in this about this axe is threatened while it's in your possession, it could lead you to, as it is said, go berserk. this can be taken off. I can certainly do that. I can aid in dispelling that curse, though that will be of an extra price. This is also a very, very powerful item, though. This item is. Well, this axe grows with its user.
Oh.
So, if by any chance you go through any major development, this axe will follow you. So, if you
Ah.
lose an arm whilst in possession of this axe, it will change to a one-handed axe.
I see.
As such, this is rather expensive. This weapon here is about 500 gold pieces.
Alright.
If you want me to dispel the curse, that'll be an extra 100 gold pieces. So it can be done.
I'll look around for a bit.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Alright. Is
Whilst that is happening, I have to go get food. Be right back.
Alright. Is anybody buying any of the things other than Felix with the Ring of Evasion?
I want to try and persuade Fisk to buy the Cloak of Invisibility because Fisk is carrying big magic item and
Okay. Well, he's currently not here. So is anyone else buying anything? We've spent a lot of time in this room.
I might look some more.
Okay. Yeah. You see. What seems to be a very patched cloak with lots of different, what seems to be pouches inside it.
Oh, I think I might know what this is.
As Tia pops in, the robe of useful things.
Yes.
This robe has quite a few patches and things in it. It is essentially think of it like a wheel that you spin, and occasionally it will land on a certain thing, and that is what you get out of it. You can't tell what's inside it until you've reached in and pulled it out. I'm not quite sure everything inside it. I've pulled a few things out, and the patch disappears afterwards. Though, I can't help but notice that you have a very strange magical object in your possession.
So you've noticed him then, I guess?
It's difficult not to. In fact, there are two magical objects that are concerning, but also very interesting.
get fucked.
What is the second one?
I think you know what the second one is, unless there's been a very big secret going around. She sort of smiles and says, "Don't worry, I don't plan on stealing. I'm a businesswoman."
Oh, she means us in total, I see.
Yes.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Go ahead.
On something? You want to know?
I'm gonna make insight to see if I understand what she's saying through all her cryptic talking.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I rolled a 10. Do I understand her?
Yeah. I'll say yeah. What'd you get?
I rolled an
You rolled an 8?
18
18.
with modifier.
Really? What's your modifier again?
+2, I got a 16.
Oh. Because it
Insight,
says
right?
it says here that in the game log you got an insight check of 10.
Did it?
It does.
Because there's a game log here.
I did get an 18. I don't know why it hasn't showed up yet.
It says 1 minute ago that you rolled a 10.
I have no idea.
John?
Yeah.
Would you be by chance lying to me?
No. I rolled an 18. I don't know why it hasn't showed up.
You got an 18 for your investigation check 43 minutes ago.
Huh?
It says
Did
you
I?
got an insight check of 10.
Okay, I don't know why it says that. If you want, you can use that though.
What I'm going to say is roll again real quick. Just to
Okay.
check.
Ah, I got a
Could
9.
be somehow broken.
It says you got a 21 here.
Yeah, 19 plus 2.
Yeah.
I rolled
So
a 19
your
that
previous one was a 10, though.
time. Alright, do you want to just take the 10 then? I don't know why it says that.
I won't be upset if you did lie. I just need to know, because literally, I'll show you.
I don't know why it fudged it on. I don't know.
Okay, well, a 10. Yeah. Also, my apologies. She's difficult to read.
Okay.
Wait, I'm guessing she means the deck of many things and my
Yeah.
patron.
Yeah, you can gather that she does mean that.
Okay. Well, what exactly are you mentioning then? If you don't, what are you?
Well, I was just curious about what they were. I can guess the other one, but your one is a bit of a mystery.
Yes, well, he's a bit of a mystery to me as well, to be honest.
Key. So is it a self-aware item?
Yes, yes, they are.
Very interesting. I doubt you'd be wanting to part with it.
Well, if you can get him to, I'd be happy to oblige, but I doubt that would go very well for you.
Ah, is it a cursed item? Or is this something
I
else?
suppose you could say that it's cursed in a way.
She sort of leans and
Yes, I
slightly
wouldn't
looking at your
say
circlet.
that.
You see her eyes sort of flare up slightly in this sort of purplish ring around her pupil.
I transform it into the sword and say, well, that's not the only form. As you can see, that's not
Yes,
the only
yes,
form
I
it
can
have it.
see. It's I believe that is not as much a cursed item as it is a link to something greater. And sadly, I believe it would be beyond my capabilities to dispel it.
Yes, I thought as much.
She sort of just gives you a slight solemn look and... Right. Well, were you looking for anything else? I do have plenty of... I have plenty of interesting things. I have a few to name. So it depends what you're looking for.
Well, what would you say the most interesting things that you have that I could get for less than 300 gold?
Ooh, less than 300. Okay. Let me give it a think. Well, there is the decanter of endless water. There is the ring of animal influence, but that's not as much interesting. There is slippers of spider climbing. There is...
Cyril could use that to climb up the gutters of a racist house.
climb into their bedroom.
That is.
Glue their toilet shut.
Glue that toilet shut. Yeah. My
So they have to shit their pants.
I don't shit their pants for them anymore. They do that themselves now.
I'm cold. My food went up my nose.
Oh,
Oh no.
I laughed and my food went up my nose. It's horrible.
There is the ring of X-ray vision.
What does that do? Does that let you see through walls?
It lets you see through about 30 feet of solid matter for a small amount of time. Though, it can only penetrate certain things, about a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood and dirt.
Close question.
Close question mark. God damn it, John.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Cyril, what? You cut out.
I accidentally muted myself. I said Cyril isn't horny, sadly.
Bard.
But you might want this.
There is the portable hole, there is the bag of holding.
Oh wait. Oh, what does the portable hole do?
The portable hole is this, give it like a fine black cloth. It's folded up to about the size of a handkerchief. And it can unfold into this circular sheet, about 6 feet in diameter. The hole can be about 10 feet deep, and you can climb inside and out of it. It is essentially think of it like a version of a bag of holding to store larger items.
Okay. Say if you placed this item on, against a, wall, would you be able to climb through the hole onto the other side of the wall?
No. It's, think of it like a open bag of holding.
Oh, I see. Okay. Aww, that would be so cool if you could fucking go.
Yeah, that would be
Just,
pretty
like,
cool, but it'd
delete
also
a
be pretty
wall for-
broken.
Basically, like that fucking thing Jasper was doing a bunch on the
Yeah.
server a couple nights ago. Okay. I don't believe any of those would be useful for myself.
I see.
Unless you have any other items.
I have
that.
another item that might... Well, I have 2 items that might catch your eye, but they're a bit more expensive than the others. They're both for about 300 gold pieces. One of them is 350, though. One of them is the dancing sword, and the other one is something known as the Wand of Wonder.
What do they do?
Well, the dancing sword is a sword that you can control through the air, and it can fly and float at your discretion.
So, does it, how far away can you make this, sword float to, or does it, what's the sort of range on it?
One moment. Let me read it. This is, It can go about 30 feet.
Okay. And the Wand of Wonder?
The Wand of Wonder is very unique. It is a wand with 7 charges in it that regains it at the end of a day. It regains a certain amount of them. But what it does is almost completely random. Though, if you use all of its expended charges, it could fail.
What exactly do you mean by that? Do you mean...
If you use everything inside it, it doesn't have any power left to regain itself and keep its form. So there is a very slim chance, but it's still a chance, that if you use every single one of its chances, at the end of a day, it could become inert.
Okay. What sort of things does it do, or is it just
When I
completely
tried to use it, when I was testing it, I blinded a few of my co-workers and myself. I turned myself into a sheep for an hour.
Amazing.
I made what I was pointing it at explode. I launched a fireball out of it. And a few other things.
out of character? Is this a wand that rolls on the wild magic table?
Not wild magic necessarily, I don't think. I will check that.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone's buying anything, please do tell me. I think we've spent enough time with this because I do need to do a thing.
Yeah.
Fisk, do you want to buy the cloak? I'm going to try and persuade you to do that out of character now. Cause
Oh, out of
I'd
character.
I say.
Why would you do
believe
that?
I will save my money for now.
What'd you say?
I say to her, I believe I'll save my money for now.
Very well. Okay.
no, but how much is the
Well, I
bag
may
of
come
holding?
back here when I have a bit more.
The bag of holding is 200 gold pieces.
I don't have enough for that. Yeah. Wait, are we still gonna do shopping, or are we gonna stop?
Well, does anyone buy anything?
Well, I want to persuade Fisk. to
Okay,
buy.
go ahead and speak to Spencer. Does Naya?
Character.
Spencer, this item may be useful if someone tries to take the bag from you. Not the bag, the thing from you.
It might be, but as I've already said, I will not run from a fight. Standing behind and watching it happen, that's just worse. And besides, I found something that might help.
Okay. You don't have to run from a fight. It could just make it easier, so others don't hit you as much. But if you're set, that is okay.
They can't hit me if they can't get close enough to hit me, because I got a big
When
fucking
they can't
axe.
hit you.
Dude, get the fucking axe. That axe sounds so sick.
Get both.
Kind of do. No, we
How much?
can't.
How
We
much is
don't
the
have that much money.
invisibility?
The axe is
but-
500, so I doubt he has that much.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
the
How much is
axe-
the cloak of invisibility?
Well, the axe is... Yeah, it's 500,
500.
and an extra 100 if you want to dispel the curse of it. Which makes you go
Do you
into a
want to go
rage.
berserker mode?
How much was the cloak of
That could
invisibility?
come in pretty clutch. The
No,
berserker
how much
rage.
was it? The cloak of invisibility?
The cloak invisibility, I think I said it was 250. I don't know. It's a wondrous item, so I might up that depending.
And the bag of holding. I'm just
The
gonna
bag
write
of
this
holding
down.
is 200.
Holding 200. Are there any rings for about 100 that I may be interested?
There's a ring of water walking, which is 100. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be any others that are particularly.
All right, I'm good then.
cheap. All right, who is buying what? Go on.
I'm just buying the hummingbird thing, which I already got.
Yep. Fisk, what are you getting?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy the axe.
Okay.
Probably.
As you say, alright, would you like that dispelled? Or would you like to keep the risky bit of the curse? I don't know everything about the curse, I will say. And depending on the person, it could be greater or worse. Curses work in weird ways, and while it works one way for me and those I've tested, it might work differently.
I will keep it for now, but
Of course.
Sorry.
if I ever need it dispelled,
If you ever need it
I'll
dispelled,
call you.
or if you ever want to, then. And she pulls out what seems to be a blank card. Whisper my name into that, as she hands it to you. It only works once, and you only have 25 words to say, but you can tell me that you wish to have it dispelled, and I can get the things prepared for a swift dispelling of it. Okay. Go. I just had an add
Thank
sort
you.
of a tears sending card, one use to your thing, and if you would like, add the berserker axe. That's what it looks like.
Yes.
Thanks.
Oh, that
Oh,
looks so sick. This is almost surprising.
Okay, if that is everything people are getting,
Josiah said that he wanted to buy it tomorrow.
yeah. He said that he might want to
I
ask me
would-
tomorrow.
I would like to stop at the bank on our way back.
On your way out
Where are
of
we
the
going
thing,
back?
okay, Spencer, as you take the axe, as you have it in your hand, you spin around it. The weighting is perfect. It's perfect for you, and you have a feeling that this is your axe. Okay, and
right.
I will just read out. Right, no, wait. No, it does not. You do not have that feeling yet. You just feel this perfectly weighted axe. Not yet.
I haven't attuned to it yet.
Nope. Okay. All right. So, everyone else, it's about midday now. You've spent a good bit of time in that, like going to there and then in the shop. It's about midday.
That's just not how platinum works at all.
Can we go to the bank?
You see
if
that
you really won't stop bugging us unless we let you go to the bank, I guess we can go.
Yeah.
I guess we go to the bank.
Okay, you see there's still quite a long line outside the bank.
I'm gonna say. Okay.
I go to the end of the line, dragging Cyril with me.
Oh god, removing. Oh, I could just write 500. Jesus. There. Remove. I've done it. Nope, I haven't.
I'm gonna say to Oberon, if you want to buy something, it may be worth doing it today, because I'm not sure it would be safe to stay here another night. Did we have to stay 2 nights, or did we not?
It's up to you guys. You guys notice that Malon has been quite quiet. He seems very tired.
I honestly thought he was still at the like tavern in
I knew
place.
he was there.
Yeah.
Like stayed to sleep
If
or
we
something.
want, we can retcon it to say that he's been resting, trying to get rid of all the exhaustion.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice.
We'll go with that. Right. So what are you all doing?
And Cyril are waiting at the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to join us is welcome.
Can I like try and find a place to like practice with the axe?
You see what seems to be a there's always the outside in this sort of there's a small bit of like lumber forest outside of the city limits, and there's
I
also
don't
what
want to go
seems to be
chopping up trees.
there's also what seems to be like a guard training sort of area where there's a few like guards who are like practicing like their archery and things like that.
Just go and smash up their targets.
Mm.
But also you get the feeling that while the axe is beautifully weighted, you'll need to have the magical properties of it. You'll have to spend some time with it, studying how it feels. So if you would like to spend about spend any time sort of like getting used to the weight of it, then you certainly can. But you'd have to find a place to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You can start the sort of achievement
Like,
process.
is there like a park? I can just sit down and
There's some form of like small sort of
Or
park
not
with
sit.
a sort of like a fountain in the sort of centre-ish of it. It's not massively like wildernessy. It's just like got a few trees dotted around, but it's a nice place sort of where people will like have their dogs or something.
yeah, it's better than nothing.
Okay. As you sort of sit down with it and just sort of stare at it, we'll cut away to someone else. What is anyone like staying with Spencer?
Yeah, if no one else is, I'll stay with Spencer.
Okay.
But if someone else wants to, then I will go and do another thing.
I'm banking.
I would
Yeah.
like to pull Oberon aside, if that's okay.
Oh, there goes my plans.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. You do your plans. It's fine.
I'm babysitting
No,
Spencer.
no,
There
go
goes
for it.
my plan. No, babysitting.
Also,
So,
sorry I've been absent for like over half an hour.
It's fine.
But yeah, sorry, continue.
so Oberon, the thing you want is quite pricey. Huh.
Indeed.
I have an idea of how we can round up some change, if you'd be interested.
Oh? Do tell.
Say a little scam I ran back in the day, which my DM is only hearing about it now for the first time because I just thought of it.
I'll roll with the punches. Don't worry about me.
Like you should, Mister, you should go turn yourself in and claim the bounty on your head, and then break yourself out again.
No. We should probably go to like the towns where like I did all the crimes because I feel like they'd ask for more there.
Yeah.
So basically, play a little game with the crowd. I'm saying this very quietly, just by the way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
A little game with the crowds, put up some
You
coins.
could speak in Elvish.
Yes, we could speak in Elvish. Wait, what other languages do you speak?
I'm not sure. Actually, let me just check that for you. We could just go with Elvish. Just because my
Okay.
character sheet's not loading.
That's okay.
I think I speak Abyssal, I'm not sure.
If you do, I also speak Abyssal, and that's a less common language.
I speak the best.
Efficiency. Language, there we go. I speak Abyssal, Common, and Elvish.
I'm speaking to you in Abyssal then. Everyone else is just hearing screeching noises.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
I
no,
feel
that's
like if
Eldritch.
you speak in Abyssal, you're gonna get instantly killed by the guards.
I don't think you're screaming in Abyssal.
I got the things mixed up. Anyways, so what we do is we take a fair amount of money to pique someone's interests, put it in a bag, and tell them that we're gonna do a little guessing game. Blindfold. Set on my mute button. I'm sorry. Um, so blindfold me so that I have no way of seeing. Tell them that if they pick any object they want, any random one, show it up to the audience, and if I can correctly guess it, they have to match the price. If not, we'll give them double. That's the thing though. I have someone who can tell me things, someone that no one else can see. Yeah, I appreciate the clap.
Right.
I'm not sure who you're referring to, so...
Nova, he was clapping in the background.
No, I mean, like, I'm not sure who you're referring to as the couldn't see things.
Oh, I don't think I told you about it, but I'm telling you now. I have someone that no one else can see that can tell me things.
Oh, wait, fuck, I think that was in one of the sessions I listened in on.
I think we've heard about it, but like
It
out
was.
of character, but character.
What do you say? We could rack up some money pretty quickly, get the things that we need, maybe a little bit extra.
Well... I could certainly go for that. I don't want to cause too much trouble. I'll roll with it for a few rounds. Let's see.
Because I can use his stupid charisma to get more people interested.
Fuck yes, can I do that? I have insane performance.
Yeah, if you can make enough of a scene to catch people's attention, you can certainly do that.
Just a question. Could I roll a history check to check if I have knowledge of there being a history of the bards being filthy little cunts in this city?
Go ahead.
Guards. Ooh, okay. Let me just check what my plus is. Give me a moment. Oh, you know, that's fine. That's a 13.
Okay. You get a feeling that it's not... Bards don't necessarily have a bad reputation.
No, sorry, I meant what the guards' reputation is of, like, breaking up crowds. Sorry, I misspoke.
Oh, if it's like a riot or something, they will. And if it seems destructive, they will. And if, like, a fight or something breaks out, they will, like, the guards will probably, like, catch on, like, they'll see it happening pretty quick, but they'll only step in if an outrage occurs.
Okay.
You could just persuade them to not be angry. It's fine.
I can try.
A changeling in a bard, yeah,
Also-
you could probably do that.
If you do like the smart thing and don't win every time, just win like 2 out of 3 times, then you still make money. It's just that, yeah, it's not so suspicious.
How much do we want to place? How rich is the crowd here?
I think you'll find that wealthy folks tend to be less upset about parting with their coin, less hesitant to do so as well. Man living by paycheck to paycheck wouldn't risk it.
Well, a man living by paycheck might risk it. He sees that you're blindfolded, of course.
Hmm.
He might bet all of his money.
But my morals will not allow me to do such. Having been in his position before, I'd feel bad.
Well, then maybe we use the poor man to make an example. We give the people a champion. We sort of let him win.
I
Anyway.
like where your head's at.
let's do this then. Are we in the main square?
You're sort of in the slightly more wealthy, but also not exactly main.
Is there a large square where we are? Or are
You
we
can
on-
see like sort of a bit down the place. There's a pretty decently large sort of gathering of people going from shop to shop.
Okay.
You can see sort of a few street musicians who are sort of kind of busking.
So, well, how would you like to draw a crowd? Would you like me to simply call for people's attention, or?
For so, if of course you don't mind, I think I'd like get a change of clothes, maybe a change of skin, just to not be recognized should someone get upset by it later. And I have a disguise
Yes,
kit
of course.
to change you up too.
Yes, of course.
Okay. If you take a sort of I think it's an hour, isn't it? For a disguise kit.
So now,
Okay.
I will check for you now, my good sir.
Yes. Is it also a check to do it? And how believable it is?
It is a check.
Yeah.
It is a check. I can't remember what check though.
If you check on the stat of it, I'll probably tell you.
I'm looking at it now. I can't see anything. I might just be looking in the wrong place though.
Wait, what are you using? You're using disguise kit. Pouch containing movements.
I reckon, like, if I had to go off the top of my head, I'd assume it would be like a deception thing.
No.
So you're
No.
deceitful looking.
Okay. Disguise kit.
Create a disguise. As part of a long rest, you can create a disguise. It takes 1 minute to don stash disguise once you have created. Oh, what?
Disguise kit. Proficiency with this kit allows you to proficiency bonus to any ability check you make to create a visual disguise for a document. So as you stated, which ability would do to employ this tool automates up to DM. Matching skill the abilities only a default, both player and basic rules.
10 minutes for light changes and 30 for big changes.
Yeah, okay. So, I'll say it's an intelligence check with flat if you don't have proficiency with
And I don't. Would think so, but no. Okay. Shall we go somewhere a little bit more private first?
Of course. I don't know. That alleyway
go into,
over
like-
there. I said, gesturing to any one of the number of alleys that probably exists.
There's a few.
Hey, people can go down alleyways, and I don't. Anything can happen. I need to get like a change of clothes, anyways. So instead of like role playing that, is it okay for the sake of brevity we just
Yeah.
say I found something regular
Okay,
to wear,
yeah.
and then while we're there, I just pulled him into the change room with me to do the makeup there.
We'll say it. We'll say that can be done. Go ahead and
How
make
much for the clothes?
an intelligence check, and if you have proficiency with disguise kit, well, then add your proficiency. If you do not, just do flat.
I don't think I do. Didn't do a flag. Oh, please don't be horrible. At the 6.
Fuck!
As you're sort of trying to change the color of his skin a bit, and changing his up, sort of contouring everything to make it seem like he's got a bit of a different bone structure. You fuck it up a bit, and it just sort of looks like shitty makeup.
Huh.
Um,
Not happy
is there
with
a
my
mirror to
handiwork.
hand?
Is there a what?
Is there any form of mirror? Can I see what's going on?
Yeah, it's a changing
It's a
room.
change room.
Yeah.
Okay, Mistral, I believe it would be easier for me to simply go without, I'm afraid. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, you could always try it yourself. I haven't really used.
Okay.
Haven't had any disguise
Fuck
kits.
yes.
Can I help him though? Just by like
Sure.
whatever knowledge I do.
Sure. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
What was it? A
Desire.
straight intelligence check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have proficiency in disguise kits.
I don't think. Ooh! 21!
Deftly as anything, you make yourself look like a relatively old man. Oh, much older than yourself, and you
Hang on, no. Probably younger than me in actual years. Sorry.
yes, but a relatively old human man. And you can,
Yeah.
if you let down your hair slightly, you can cover over your ears.
Mm-hmm.
And you're relatively confident
Um,
that you could pass off as a different person.
Okay.
Do you think I could pass off as a child? Because I mean, people trust children and old people. Like if I make myself short and just make myself look
You
like
can
a
make
child.
you can make yourself short and look a bit like a child. I'll say you could pass off as about 15, 16.
Okay. Also, if you guys want to do the bang first, that's fine. I didn't think we would immediately jump into this.
No, yeah. I might be avoiding the bank, but sure. We'll
Oh, well, in which case we can continue.
Can I? I'm getting some food, but keeping an eye on Fisk. Spencer.
Okay, yeah. You can do that.
He's just fucking around in this park with a big axe.
Okay, is he sitting down or is he fucking about? Because there's a very big difference.
Yeah, he's I don't know. Probably a
You can
mixture.
throw it sitting down.
Yeah,
Throw it.
Yeah. Throw it at those
After I've eaten, I'll come and spar kind of with you, but I only have daggers and magic. So yeah, I'll just.
Okay,
get
it's about
beaten up.
at that point the guards stop you.
Oh, just sparring.
Yeah.
It's clearly practice.
You're in the middle of a fucking shopping
yeah.
district, John.
You can see a few kids like pointing at you slightly as you sort of like get ready to spar, holding a fucking giant axe. And you're quite tall and quite muscly, and so there's a group of about 6 guards coming over. Sort of. Right, if you could move along and keep any weapons that you have sheathed whilst in city limits.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of-
Start a
shall
fight.
we-
Start a fight. Start a fight.
Practice sparring against the guard.
Yeah, I
I
know.
cast fireball into no.
Okay,
It's sparring, but with like, you know. It's sparring, but with.
Do you
form of-
comply?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Shall
So
I
the
perhaps
guards
move
linger for a little bit.
somewhere
like, sort of making sure, sort of like dispersing the small crowd of children that were like picking up their own sticks and copying what you were doing.
I should make a school.
Great audio.
One way to become strong.
Honestly. Okay, skipping quickly to back to the two doing the scam. Time for this. I was planning on doing so much more this session. Oh well.
I'm sorry.
It's completely fine. It's my own fault by giving you guys a magical shop. Right. So as you've got into a decent bit of the thing. So I'll say you've got everything you need for your scam.
Okay. Also, I read the message that you sent, Fisk, and yes, can I make myself look like Fisk? Blue hair, like blue hair Fisk.
Yeah. Okay. You look like Helga. You look like an Icelandic boy with blue hair.
Yes,
I mean, there's barely any blue left, but alright.
I've become best
It's
boy.
just your
Fuck's sake,
brand
Paris.
now, Fiska.
What? What?
You
I've
can't
just seen the
escape
meme
it.
you sent me. Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
Alright.
I don't even
So
remember what it was.
there's a good
Okay, we're
group
going
of
on-
people
Slander
who
my
are
baby.
there are a good group of people who are currently walking through the area.
Oh God, Mr. Bard.
Well, somewhat out of practice with street performing, shall we say. This is also Josiah bluffing, because Josiah can't work out how to do this naturally. Can I already roll performance? Because then no matter how shit what I say is,
Go ahead.
it's still fine. Please be something good. Please be something good. Do I get
Oh, wait,
advantage
no, wait,
because
wait.
Paris is performing with because Mistral is performing with me?
If she is also performing with you, then yes.
I will perform with you. But
Okay.
before we do that, wait, let's discuss how much gold we're going to put in the sack before we do that, because you might have to mention that to draw their attention.
20? Nah, that's not enough.
Only.
Is it? Is 20 good?
That's like nothing. We're trying to get like a very expensive stuff for you from the shop.
I mean, we could go with 100, but...
Okay, I might have to brevity this. Unless you specifically want to roleplay this.
I don't know. I'm happy for you to brevity it. I'm also happy to roleplay it.
This is very much what do you guys want to do for this, for the last thing of this session. Like, if you want to do, if you guys want to do this, then certainly. But if you want to continue slightly a bit further, then I'm perfectly happy with that as well. Paris,
Not choosing.
you are choosing.
I am not choosing.
Fuck it, I'll flip a coin, Paris, you indecisive bitch.
You can also make decisions. Don't lay this on
I
me.
said I'm happy to go either way, so I
No,
instantly
that's
put
not-
the blame on you.
Uh,
Okay, heads or tails, anyone pick.
Heads is move on, tails is roleplay.
Tails.
So that's roleplay.
That's roleplay.
Okay.
Also, babes, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but... Indecisive bitch.
It's okay, I'll get you back for it later. I'm not saying it back because I'm angry. Okay.
Okay, I'll
will
roll for
start
performance before I do this.
Okay.
You said with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, that one on my keyboard, I'm not counting it. Ooh! Pog. 26!
Okay. What do you say to get the crowd's attention?
I don't know, we can start with something. Ladies and gentlemen, humans and elves and dwarves and everyone, can I draw your attention, please, to my friend over here? We propose some form of a bet with you.
Few people stop.
My friend here will be blindfolded. You may test the blindfold yourself, even. You may even tie the knot, so long as you are polite. And, then we will have one of you hold up an item. And my friend here will try to guess what that item is. Now, of course, there are stakes. Did we agree? We agreed on 100, right? Or did we agree on more?
Can we let's push it to 200 because the thing you want to buy is really big. I mean, it's expensive.
Okay. Right. We have this sack of coin. And, this sack of coin contains 200 gold pieces. If my friend here is able to guess what item is being held up, you have to match that amount. However, if my friend is unable to guess the item, then we will double the amount with this sack containing the same amount, and I hold up another one in my other hand, and that will be your winnings.
A lot more people stop.
Now, can I interest any of you in this wager?
3 guys at exactly the same time go, yeah, fuck it. And you can, and there's this, and you're sure you can meet that bet from this bit more high and mighty sounding person as they, we'll chip in we can. And
oh, to the 3 of them.
yeah, and
So the 3 of you going together?
fuck it, why not? The odds are heavily stacked in our favours, aren't they?
Well, let me hand you around the blindfold, and you shall see quite how good the stakes are for you.
They sort of put the blindfold over them, sort of make sure it's covering everything, and then just hold it in the same place. They'll try it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Are you happy with this?
Yeah, go on.
Just for extra measure, Michelle will even kind of like, once the blindfold is on, do a little bow and then turn around so her back is to them, just so that it's more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Right then. So, would one of you like to choose an item? I'm afraid it can only be one.
Okay, and they sort of all slightly huddle, and one of them pulls out what seems to be a small pocket knife.
Alright then. We have our item. I shall leave my friend to it. And I sort of bow out and stand over to the side.
Okay. So, are you bringing Nemi out?
Yes, I am bringing Nemi out to whisper in my ear what it is that they see.
You hear,
And I'm gonna be telling her through hand signals what to do, and then she'll just say it to me.
Hey there, girl, I'm gonna whisper in your ear.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if anyone notices the hand signals to make.
Come on, Paris, come on!
Because
Okay,
they might suggest foul play.
It's not bad. It's 16.
16. I'm just gonna have a group.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You hear a whisper in your ear.
Let me see. The divines whisper to me, and they say it is a dagger. No, something smaller, like a knife.
One of the guys immediately. Oh, that's witchcraft. That.
Is it the guy from the tavern?
No, it's not. It's not. But it seems to be like the 3 guys. The 3 guys seem to be in their sort of like early to mid 20s. They one of them sort of this sort of ginger fellow. He seems relatively comfortable and well off.
Hang on, friend. You agreed to match a bet, did you not?
They sort of grumble slightly. And
over 100 GP.
Well, no, because it's 200. It's 200 because you put 200 in there to match it. Give me just a persuasion check, Josiah.
Okay then, Nova. Okay then, Nova.
They're not gonna happily part with that much money.
Because it's definitely possible for him to fail a persuasion check.
No. Just in case of a natural one or something. I don't know.
I'm going insane.
What is that laugh?
Would you like to guess what the number is?
32.
Hopefully.
No, it's not that high.
Okay.
Hopefully it's the number 1.
Not quite.
No. Okay. What was it? Come on.
29.
29. They grumble and take out their coin pouches. Get the right amounts. and an
Man,
extra
bards are amazing.
and an extra 200 gold as they all fucking walk off.
I don't know why, after I told you that Josiah was the one who gave me the idea for a Hexblade Warlock with Great Weapons Master, you thought it would be a good idea to give him a tome.
Yeah.
I'm full of bad decisions.
For anyone who hasn't quite realised it in our lovely YouTube audience, I have a
We
plus
don't have a
12
YouTube audience.
to my persuasion. Yes, we do. We have one subscriber, John.
We have one person.
Yeah, but they don't actually watch our stuff, I don't think.
How do you know? YouTube doesn't tell you
No.
who's viewed your videos.
It tells you how many views you've got, and if we get 0 views, that means nobody's watched it.
Yeah, but
They
also,
might be
what
watching
is
it
the
anyway.
What's the likelihood of someone?
John,
going,
stop
"Oh."
denying it. I'm trying to have an emotional moment about how broken my character is with the audience.
Skipping ahead, as a few of the people.
Would anyone like to go for round 2?
Give me a.
How much money have you made so far?
That's
200
Just
DP.
200.
gold.
Oh.
You need to find a poor person.
There's a brief bit of pause before what sounds like the voice that was speaking to those others. Well, that sounds rather interesting, though. May I ask that an associate of mine check for any magical tampering beforehand? Just to make sure, of course. It is a friendly
wonder-
wager.
Malone?
Wait, question though,
No.
question though. Like me
No, this is
personally,
Malone.
does she count as magic?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
sorry?
is technically a spell.
Okay,
It is
okay.
technically necromantic.
Okay. No, I was just asking.
It's just a high.
Yeah,
It's
I
just a
thought-
posh voice, which just seems. I'm tired.
Why does it
fuck off.
sound like Malon?
I'll change it really if you want. I'll give it like an Irish accent.
Fine.
I just instantly thought you were talking. Malon was
No.
talking.
I'm gonna...
I feel before we do such things, I'm gonna step in. Before we do such things, why not give back to the less fortunate? You there, sir. I'm gonna point to the poorest looking man, just to kind of like throw, because I
While
don't want them to be
blindfolded?
God, this D&D group is full of so much prejudice.
I don't want them to do a magic check just yet, then, because I know then that's magic.
Take off your.
Do you
Blindfold.
take off the blindfold before trying to point at the poorest
Yes,
person?
I'm gonna take out the
Okay.
blindfold beforehand, and I'm also going to the spell.
Mm-hmm.
The spell. Yes.
Yeah, you just don't let me out.
Yes, I just spell her out. You there, sir? Would you like to take part? Now I know 200 gold is a hefty fee, so how about you set the stake and we'll match you instead, if you would like to take part.
He sort of.
Roll persuasion.
I'm gonna say that is a persuasion roll.
It's no 12, but
Well,
I rolled
you didn't
a
even
23.
roll a 12.
You said 22.
No, 23. No, I said
Okay.
my modifier is no 12.
Alright.
He is it's the youngest, the poorest person here is sort of a scruffy looking young guy with this sort of blonde hair. He looks a bit, it looks like he's been begging a bit.
Okay.
He was just sort of seeing what all the fuss was about. Goes, I don't. It's not Daniels. It's not Daniels.
Does Daniels have a brother?
Daniels might have a brother.
I don't really well, I don't really bet much, but I don't have much to bet with.
Anything is fine. It could be your lucky day after all. You could end up walking away with more than you came here with.
I don't have gold or anything.
No, gold is not necessary, even if it's but a single copper.
I'll put 3 silver in.
All right, then 3 silver it is. And to the serve there, if you would like to check for magic, by all means.
He sort of leans back slightly and motions for this lady in this sort of. She seems younger, but similar regality to her, and she sort of holding her hand like this, cross as her eyes, this sort of mist in front of her eyes as she leans in. So, proceed.
All right. Now, sir, would you like to do the honors of the blindfold?
Who do you say that to?
I'm gonna say to the magic man.
Okay. Well, it's a lady who is doing the magic.
Yeah, no, but he's asking for magic, though. Just
Okay,
saying
okay.
that.
He very well. Actually, no, it can't be Milan. Right, very well. As he takes a blindfold and he does it sort of over once and then over a second time, and ties it rather gently. And he steps back, and the Desire, you see the kid sort of hold up. It seems like a copper piece.
Right, we have our item. Can everyone in the crowd see what it is?
So holds it up and moves it about a bit.
All right. Once again, the divines whisper upon me, telling me their secrets. This boy, although I'm quite sure you all have seen him, I highly doubt he'll be holding anything rather extravagant. They tell me it is something smaller, something.
Damn, that's brutal.
I'm just trying to put some like logic into it, so it makes people think that maybe she's working it out through power of deduction, not magic.
Yeah.
Perhaps something he would have on him. It is money. I can definitely feel it. Although I feel as though it is a 4th silver piece he did not wager in.
As a few of the people in the crowd just better luck next time. Looks like that kid
Can't
won.
win them all. Can't win them all, I'm afraid. And for you,
As
sir, your winnings, I will
the
pay
kid
it privately out of my pocket.
sort of grinning slightly.
Give him at least a gold, come on.
Yeah, I'll flip him a gold.
Oh, thank you. As he sort of like runs off slightly, and
Afraid I'm terrible at math. I hope this worked out well.
yeah, he's sort of grinning quite like he actually just runs off, kind of. The person next to the man previous sort of a shake of her head. Right, very well. I'll join your wager. Am I meeting the current pot, or are we staying with your previous?
Well, I think it would be, if you're able to stay with the previous, it makes things a little more interesting, don't you think?
So 200, not your current pot of 4.
Well, what are you comfortable with?
Give me a... both of you give me performance checks, just
Do you want to roll with advantage then, or do you want me to make the performance roll myself?
if you want to roll with advantage, or just both do individual
I'll roll
rolls.
with advantage.
Of course you will.
Ooh, okay. 22.
22. Okay. He goes, I've got some change. I'll meet the current.
Can I check to see if there is no more magic brewing about?
The lady sort of steps forward slightly as he waves back, and she nods slightly and steps back slightly.
I still want to make the check though to see if I can see anything.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, insight or perception, really.
Okay. Let's do this one. That is a 21.
Okay. 21. She does not seem to be scanning for magic, though she does seem to be keeping her eyes very heavily trained on you.
Okay. I'm gonna motion for Josiah to kind of, not Josiah, for Oberon to kind of like grab the crowd's attention real quick while I cast the spell. Secretly. Yes.
Okay.
This
Make
pause wouldn't have actually occurred with Oberon, but I'm thinking, sorry.
Make me a performance check to grab their attention.
Oh, okay.
Should I make a sleight of hand for doing the
Yes.
secret
Yes, and a
spell?
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, I got 19.
19.
26.
And
26. That is gonna
I think I grabbed their attention.
Okay, yeah, you I'll say just for brevity, you make a pretty big scene, sort of trying to catch more people's attention, or at least seeming like it. And okay, so you successfully sort of summon out and briefly sign just sort of again to Nemi as the man sort of, once he's comfortable that you're behind, he pulls out what seems to be this locket from inside his, and he sort of takes it off and raises it up.
okay. Let us see, let us see. Hopefully the divines will be more charitable to me this time round. Got quite the kick out of the previous one. Something fancy, no doubt, although anyone who sees you could guess as much. Something you'd have on you. Possibly you don't seem to be the fighting type, so I say a piece of jewelry. Perhaps a locket or a necklace of some kind. No. Yes, yes. That is what I shall say.
Okay. A few people in the actually one of the previous people. I don't feel too good. It's your head, does it, Moneybags? As he shoots them a stare. As he looks back to his companion, and she sort of shrugs slightly. As he sort of puts the locket back on. An interesting jest, but fine. As he sort of pulling out this very small pouch, but as he sort of turns it and twists the top of it, it sort of expands into this, and he sort of whispers slightly into it as it shrinks, and then he pours out into a different bag. Another 400 for your bet. As he sort of walks off slightly.
Wait, he gave us 400. We're up 600.
Technically, yes. Because he met the
Unfair
current.
how
He met
rich
the,
you
he,
guys
met,
are.
he met the current pot.
Oh. Oh. Right. One more round before we take our leave for now. Would anyone out there like to take their chances?
A significantly less amount of people seem interested.
Come on now, don't be shy. That's 1,200 gold should you win.
Give me a persuasion check, Paris, with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
You just won so much. Nobody in their right mind would take that bet, considering what they've seen before.
Try and get two
It's
people
a city. There are
together.
drunk people.
Not at this time. It's barely even half past, and they're not in the posh district anyway. What'd you get, Paris?
Okay, that was a 9.
That was a 9.
9.
Not many people are buying it.
Fine. 600's too much. What if we lower it back to our previous standards?
What about
Still not many
100?
people.
Well, all I can say is it's your loss, friends.
People
That's the
begin
end of it.
slightly dispersing.
We're done.
Right, we have an additional 60 platinum. Well, Miss Droll, I believe, who split the winnings half and half. With this, I will be able to buy that cloak.
And thank you for going along with my scheme.
You say that in the
Oh,
middle of the fucking thing still.
I'm speaking to him in Abyssal. It's
Oh,
fine.
well, like, we're back over to this, like, we're back in the
Sure,
corner.
sure, I know. I'm just making a joke.
Oh, I do love the sound it makes when it jingles. I say, shaking the bag.
It is a good one.
Bank time?
Yes.
Yes.
As you've all been waiting in line for about an hour, you finally get to the entrance of the bank. In where
Please tell me more.
you hear a slight bit of outrage
Yeah.
as entering in you see what seems to be a woman in her mid-20s with blonde hair, and she seems to be yelling at one of the cashiers saying, "Excuse you, but I need to access my husband's account right now, and if you do not let me, I'll call this harassment." I can't have a Stacy in D&D, I'm sorry, Aaliyah, but you're getting a Karen instead.
No, but please.
You're
you
getting a
promised.
Karen! I can't have a Stacy! Fuck off!
Why not?
Wait, what the fuck?
She wanted a person called Stacy to be asking for the manager
I didn't
with the
know what
Stacy
you
voice
said.
that I do.
You promised.
I did not I never promised this!
You did. You said, oh.
What are
if
you
go
going to...
a
Okay,
bank,
what are
there'll
you
be a
going to give me?
Stacy.
What are you going to give me?
What do you want?
Draw a group portrait of everyone in the current D&D group.
Okay.
Not like a half-assed one, a nice one.
No, I will. I will.
That's a great deal.
Whilst this is also happening, you see two women also waiting in line. One of them steps up towards her and says, "Look, bitch, can you just move on? Seriously. I need to make a deposit, and you're just being such a bitch." The woman turning just, "Excuse me, watch your tongue, you harlot! Excuse me, the fuck bitch. Who are you calling harlot?" As they both lock eyes,
Look,
as...
Cyril. It's one in real life. I finally seen one.
A bank. I've seen a
A
bank.
Stacy.
Sorry, what? Stacy?
Rosa told me legends, but I never
I did
thought
not
they were
do
true.
anything of the sort.
Wait,
He
can I
said
hear
that-
Rosa Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that if I went to a bank, I would meet a Stacy. I've never met one before.
Where... What are you...
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna go up to Stacy.
Cut line, okay.
Oh no.
You
Yeah.
cut in line, and Stacy doesn't seem to notice you, but one of the cashiers says, "Excuse me, miss, could you get back in line, please?" And as she sort of
yeah, I
turns,
just
"Can you
want
get to
to
the guards,
talk to-
please?"
Hey, is your name Stacy by any chance?
So, I don't have fucking time for it. Not right now. Bitch, get out of the fucking line. And as she sort of turns back to the lady who's currently...
Bitch. I'm so happy.
I hate you. Why are you doing this to me? This is
I'm
not...
paying for this.
This is not canon. This is... You guys have entered into a parallel universe.
That's still technically canon.
It's not canon.
Yeah.
It's the characters
exactly.
in a parallel universe, it's canon.
The character will remember it. That makes it canon.
It's not. Yeah, this is a fever
Yeah.
dream. This is a fever dream.
Does that mean anyone, like, who takes drugs, anything that they see is canon.
They see it's canon, but the thing that they see isn't real. It's just canon that it's a
So
hallucination.
if they see
Anyway,
themselves becoming God Emperor of the universe, that becomes canon.
No, they have a hallucination about it. Anyway, as this continues, they after a bit the guards show up saying, "All right, ma'am, if you would please vacate the area." As she's, "No, I need to get into my husband's account right now, and if you do not let me, there will be hell to pay." Right, ma'am, please do not. If you threaten the.
Too? Oh my god.
Yes.
Karen, can you scream at me?
What kind of is this?
I'm sorry for sexualizing the 5-year-old, but Rory has a degradation fetish.
God damn it. You're not wrong, but also god damn it.
After a bit of shouting, back and forth, the guards escort the blonde-haired lady out. And afterwards, the lady previous said, "Finally, so, okay, I would like to make a deposit." And after a brief conversation, she hands and then turns and goes, "Alright, come on, Claire, let's fucking go."
Oh,
Where's
Claire
Blair?
as well.
Where's Blair? I need some representation right here.
Blair? Blair? Who the fuck is Blair? I never. Blair
You
isn't canon.
literally said.
No,
What?
you're not Blair. You're Claire. You are the.
I thought
It's
you
my
said Blair.
chiropractor's called Claire. I'm offended on her behalf.
And as you see them leaving, you. As Cyril is hunched over you, looking slightly concerned, as you had just
Oh my
passed out.
God. No.
No, but how
Whilst
could you?
waiting in the line. I cannot have that cannon! That can't be canon!
Okay, I'm not drawing your
It
thing
changes
then. I'm not
nothing
drawing
if
it.
it's
I'm
canon.
not drawing it.
Fine,
'Cause-
fucking fine. You
No, I
see
was
her
in a dream.
leave and turn the corner.
No. Canon, come on.
It's canon now. Oh, Cyril.
Fucking hate you guys.
So, what do they actually do in banks? I just knew that Karen's and Stacey's lived here, but I don't actually know what else happened.
Made us wait a whole hour just for that.
No. Well, no. I wanted to see them, you know? But what is actually happening, like, in here? Can we go and look?
Hey,
Nova, look at my nickname.
I've seen it.
I guess, wait, are we at the front of the queue now then, or what?
Yeah, we skipped the line and they didn't kick us out, so...
What do you do?
I would like to go up to the person at the desk, if there is one.
Yes, there's a young lady. Oh, right.
Hi. I was just wondering, what are banks for? Like why do they exist, kind of thing?
A bank is a way to keep your money safe, and it is a way that, with our bank specifically, that you can go to any of our other establishments and withdraw any amount of your gold that you are stored in our bank. In
so
any of our
useless.
other...
You could just keep it on yourself. Jeez, these
Yeah.
people, they're so stupid. I'm just gonna storm out.
You just hear the lady. What is today? I hated that
I'll
cannon,
drag
by the way.
Cyril along with me.
Okay, yeah, you drag Cyril.
Ah,
along
yes,
with
a
you.
bird and a goblin walk into a bank.
Okay, I'll just go with them now.
A bird and a goblin walk into a bank.
Chaos ensues. Okay. Alright. Now, after all this time, you all, I'm assuming, eventually meet up.
Yes.
And it's about, it's a little bit past midday now. What are you all doing?
Hey guys, so I met Stacy today. Oh my god.
I would
Stacy.
I would like to suggest we find a
Cyril.
place to stay for the night, and then go off and do all our own things and meet back at dinner.
Well, if we can travel today, it might be worth it, as the person in the magic shop did notice that we are carrying.
I think she's somewhat trustworthy, do you not?
Sounds like you give your
Besides-
trust out quite easily.
I'm being nervous crying.
Well, I don't
He
know.
is
I don't
crying.
I think she would understand that betraying trust of someone in possession of something like that would not be the greatest idea. So I don't give her my trust out of giving her character my trust. I give her my trust situationally. Besides,
think-
I quite fancy a more comfortable bed than last night.
I think the deck is worth a lot more than her trust, her establishment, maybe.
Hey,
Do I know the rough value of the deck?
The
The
value of
deck
the
doesn't
deck,
have a value.
it's priceless. There's only one in existence.
It literally doesn't have a value. You could ask for a country and you would be given one.
As long
I
as
think
you're
it
someone who
does
needs-
paint a huge
Which
target on our
country do we
back.
want, boys?
Oh my
I'ma
god,
go-
party house.
I'm gonna go with America so that we could take over the government and instate anarcho-primitivism.
In the entirety of America.
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
Wait.
I just
Monarcho
noticed Karen is
primitivism.
canon.
Yeah, I guess I just don't say that.
Well, I'll put it this way. I would like to stay at least a night. Besides, I don't think Malon is in any situation to be traveling yet.
You see his
I sort
minstrel's
of
close
look
to
over.
dying.
Hang on, no, I forced
fine.
her. She's fine. She's only got 2 points of.
Yeah,
She's
she's
only 2
fine.
points of exhaustion, which is disadvantage on all ability checks, which you should have had a disadvantage on most of your ability checks.
Ignore
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You
sorry.
really
I
need to
genuinely
remember that.
forget.
You really need to remember that.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yuri's on
Wanna go
half
back
health.
and redo it all?
No. Die.
So I think it would be unwise for us to be out on the streets. Sorry, not the streets. Out in the wild, with possibly the most capable of defending us at his weakest. At least in the city, we have the advantage of a crowd, where at least it is less likely for people to cause a scene because of the guards. If we are in this section
Fair
of the
enough.
city, then we are safer. I understand that last night's lodging we were definitely not safe. However, I did not want to drag any of us further into the city for lack of energy. Fuck's sake, relax.
Spencer is trying to
we-
say something. Shut up.
Oh.
No, it was nothing like
Say it.
specific. It was just.
Yeah, you were
Like,
gonna say something
uh,
to Cyril, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I was. I. Did you perhaps give the child hallucinogenics?
To us?
I
No.
did not. I.
He
did-
tried many times, but he
No,
did
I
not
did not.
succeed.
No. No.
I think you enjoyed our visit to the bank, didn't you? Didn't you, Cyril?
I wouldn't say that.
Oh,
Necessarily.
yes, you would, wouldn't you? You're just lying, cause I don't know why you would lie, but it's a bit offensive to be honest. But you know, that's alright.
There was an item that I
Anyway,
was.
what should we do now? Ignoring the child.
I'd
There was
Should
prefer
probably go back
getting
and
out.
get Malon, right?
I could do that.
No, we should just leave him
Fuck's sake,
actually.
stop
Wait,
speaking
where
is
over
Malon?
Fisk. Actually, guys.
I could. I could go get him. So I need to get out of the city if we're staying here for a bit. I need to get out at least for a moment.
Did Malon go get a new? I don't see Malon going back to that shithole.
Malon didn't. I will say, for retconning it, considering, we'll say that Malon is still resting in the shithole.
Damn,
I
I'm really
would like to
tired.
propose that before we all disband, we at least pick a good accommodation that we can all meet back at this evening. Because we don't have an easy way of us all communicating.
Perhaps.
I suppose,
In-
although what else is there we need to do in the city before we head on to...
It is more the
Malon's
point
identity?
that I believe members of our party are at such a level of energy that it would be unwise for us to be caught on the open road. In the upper reaches of the city, we at least have the guards for what their existence is worth.
Can I ask a question real quick? Are they still just talking to an old man?
No.
I'll say that for the sake of it, he was taken off the.
Yeah, I took off my
Disguise.
disguise.
Okay.
Also, I'm guessing if we know him, as we know him fairly well, we'd probably still be able to recognize him.
Yeah,
with a
I'd
lot.
say that you guys could like. It's like you can blend him in the crowd, but directly looking at it, you can tell that it's him if you know what he looked like prior.
Yeah.
There was a cool cloak in in the magic shop, but I don't quite have enough money. Could I maybe borrow some money off one of you and pay you back at a later point?
I suppose you could borrow some money from me.
Okay.
Okay. How much do you borrow?
Wait, are you gonna retcon the price of the cloak?
Yeah, I'll say it's 450 gold
Oh, that's a lot.
because it's a wondrous.
Oh, okay,
it's
I
a
won't get
wondrous
it then.
item.
Yeah, I know, but
Wait,
I-
which item was that? He's not going for my cloak, is he?
No, it's
no,
the cloak of
invisibility. It's so OP.
Yeah,
Is it now?
that's the thing. That's
Alright,
what
I'll
I'm
just
saying.
save up for it
It's a
because I don't want to
wondrous-
borrow that much money
it's
because
a
I don't know how much
wondrous
money.
Oh, you'll
Cyril
save
had.
up for it. You want to leave the city to go to the abyss. We might never come back.
How much do you have, Cyril?
I have 300 GP, although I don't know if I'd be willing to part with all of it.
Yeah, it's quite an expensive item. It's fine, I don't need it per se.
If you're sure.
we're heading to the abyss, there won't be much of spending your money on for a while, but...
Yes, well. Okay. I'm not going to buy cloak because I
Okay.
don't have enough.
What are you all going to be doing?
I would like us to find a hotel that we can at least retcon at, and then I want to go back to buy the Batman cloak.
Okay. So do you all are you all going to stay another night in the city?
Sure.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Can we move tavern though to like a nice tavern
That's
rather than
what
That's
Oberon did
what-
say.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
Oberon
Almost
said.
like that's literally what Josiah said 1
Okay,
second ago. Jack.
How,
It's almost like
how
that's what I said
expensive
1
of a
second
tavern
ago,
do you
5
all
minutes ago.
go to?
I'd say not that expensive because we all, or unless, like,
How much
Mistral
is
and
not that
Oberon are paying.
expensive? Me and Mistral just swindled 600 gold.
yeah. Well, you're spending, I'm assuming, a lot of it
You guys
on
are
the cloak.
arseholes.
Yeah, they are.
I still had a backup.
No, stealing
Like-
from rich people doesn't count as stealing.
It's fine.
Yeah, you should give some of
They
that
gave
money to
that
me
poor person.
so that I can
Stealing
buy
from
my
poor
nice
people doesn't
cloak.
count either. It's called taxes.
Oh god, you're right.
Oh, no.
Okay, so what type? How bougie do you go? Do you go top of the line? Amazing
Proper-
place?
How much is top of the line?
Okay, it's top of the line.
Like, define top of the line in terms of price.
Okay, so top of the
I'm
line
willing
in
to
terms
pay
of
no more
price
than
would
one
be a
platinum night.
1 or 2 platinum per person in room.
I think we can afford that.
And
To be honest.
yeah,
Let's go proper big bouge mode.
yeah.
I'm guessing we have bidets if we get that.
Ah, my cat is back.
What even is that?
You
What's
don't
a
know what
bidet?
a bidet is, Fisker?
No.
It's it's basically
I live on the
a
outskirts
little-
of a city. What do you expect me to
Basically,
do?
it's a hose for your butt, so you don't have to use toilet paper. It basically
Well,
Still need to
sounds-
use toilet paper afterwards.
no,
There's
Wait,
you
not
what?
use
bidets.
a little towel. Basically, it jets water into the specific spot to clean it. The argument for using one is if you got shit on your face, would you use a towel to smear it all around, or would you use water?
They are more hygienic, but they're also bougie as fuck.
They are
They're
more hygienic,
cool,
but they're
but,
bougie
like-
as fuck. But they're actually not that expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you can get one that's not that expensive that does the job.
Yeah, I know, but you have to get them plumbed in if you want an actual nice one. The attachment ones, which are weird.
They do work though.
I don't trust an attachment bidet.
I do only on account of having used them. Anyway, let's stop being this far
Yeah.
off topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah, we have
record.
what technically 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
That's
Might have to
too
go
far
for a
off
bit.
topic.
So give me a second. Just need to find the name of the place in this one. Okay, so looking
Okay,
around
so-
slightly, going to the much more boozy place, even close to the like sort of this sort of main ministry hall almost. This is almost like where people would come if they were here to say if there was things that needed to be decided on, and if this was the place that they would do it, then the people from foreign nations would probably come here. It is a very nice place called the Golden Griffin, and this sort of this mantle of a griffin with its sort of wings splayed outwards, roaring, is on the sort of above the door where it sort of comes out. You see this sort of inlaid to the wood, the name, the Golden Griffin. There's the wood on the outside of the place is all carved and very well treated. It looks amazing. And you can see that there are 2 guards that are placed outside in very nice armor that are standing guard outside.
let's get ourselves some rooms then.
Okay. As you all approach the guard on the left, sort of standing forward. Right. What business you fellas be having here? You don't look
We come
normal
to find a
type.
room or rooms.
Right. And he sort of looks back. To prove that you can afford it, he sort of looks you up and down. 10 gold pieces should do.
I sort of like look at him bland in the face like it doesn't even affect me and flick him a platinum.
He sort of catches it. Enjoy your stay, sir.
Wait,
I
you
swear,
did-
if he charges us 10 every time we try and go in and out, though, there are going to be some problems with that man.
the fact that he's charging us 10 just to like go in.
You guys.
John, I don't think you understand quite how expensive this part of the city
Oh
is.
yeah, I guess we're
this,
like
this part of the city is like that's like not even change. Like that was practically a test.
it's just me here with my 100 gold. Like
Yeah, I think
100,
it's
I got
probably going to come
24.
out of the pot that me and Mistral earned, or it'll come out of Oberon's half, because I can still just afford the cloak if I do that.
you guys took like an extra like
Shut up, John!
200.
That's dead news.
What's that?
So as you enter in, it is a very, very luxurious place. There's these. You see off to the left is this spiral staircase that goes up to the second floor. You see a few doors out there. You see a few very, very nice people with these booths with people drinking in, and you see what seems to be a very well kept lady who is sort of behind this sort of almost like a seating thing at a restaurant, but she's sort of standing there, and on the front of it, it just says reservations. So basically, what people can do is they can send a letter in beforehand to reserve things for like when people are there.
Are we able to book a night? Just one night here, please.
Oh, of course, sir. If you would go over to my co-worker over there, she points over to the one of the other people who are in a similar place, but it's not with reservations, and you can book in there.
Thank you.
No problem. She sort of bows slightly and continues. You can see a quite well kept man. He's sort of this with this beard that's very well trimmed. These sort of very noble clothes. That is standing there with a small little piece of paper and a like a makeshift clipboard sort of thing. It's not like makeshift, but it's a form of clipboard. That he's sort of waiting there. Oh, hello there. Would you like to book a room?
Yes, what would you all like to do? I sort of say, gesturing to them. Would you like to have a large shared room or individual?
Grabbed Melon, by the way.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll say that. You win.
I like thieved Terethan and then took him to grab Malone.
Okay, yeah.
So this is probably a bit later in the afternoon then.
Yeah, this is much later in the day. A bit later in the afternoon. It's about
Okay.
2 or 3-ish. 4-ish.
So I'm just assuming we would have probably done this before we came in. Would people want to share one large room like we did last time, or would we want to share, or like want to do doubles, or would we want
One
to just
large
have
room.
singles?
Well, you'll have to ask if they do that.
What do you have available? Would it be possible for us to have a large shared suite, by any chance?
We do not have any available suites for multi-person rooms. We do have the lower or upper class. So we have 2 platinum per person for our lower class, and it will be 5 platinum for the upper. And we do single and two-person rooms.
Well, I think we shall have to go with single. I am willing to cover everyone for. Sorry,
I
not
would.
single, double. I am willing to cover everyone for doubles. If anyone wants to go upper class, you shall have to make up that difference yourself.
Sure, I'll go for double.
Okay. Do you go? Does anyone go upper?
Okay, we drawing stores, baby.
I'll
We're not
take
rich.
upper.
Okay.
I'm just blowing all my money before I go to the abyss because there's no point keeping it.
Very fair.
Should have
Oh my
brought a
God.
big
Okay.
axe.
Who?
Are we drawing straws for who we're staying with?
That's up to you guys.
Well, I don't know who wants to stay with who.
I want to
Okay,
stay with
I'll roll.
Tenebrae.
I'll roll dice.
Obviously.
Actually, Mr. Get the wheel up again.
Mistral
No,
isn't
we
here.
do
She's
not have
not
enough.
here.
We do not have enough time for that.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, and
thought.
she's
I'll
also
do it
just
with
not
dice.
here.
Just pick someone.
I'll do it with dice instead. Okay.
Would we assume
one
that
is
Mistral
me,
and
two
Malon
is
would go
Zara.
together? Or would
That's...
we not want to put the two most
Well, they're not
exhausted
angry.
people together?
They're not angry at each other or anything. It's...
No,
they're
they're
not
just the
angry
most
anymore.
exhausted people, so that might not be strategically viable. Let's just say that.
I mean,
Sure.
again, it's...
Mistral isn't here, so Malon.
I do not exactly mind who I am roomed with.
2 and 4. 2 and 4. Jazara and Mistral. Jules and Mistral together.
Okay. Jaws and Mistral. It's Oberon, thank you very much.
Yeah, dude, I can't
Okay.
really bother with that. Okay, I'm with Malon,
Okay.
Which means Rory and
and then that
Tara
means
together.
Fist
No,
and
Rory
Rory
and-
together.
Fist and Rory.
Rory
Okay.
and Spencer.
Okay.
I did half names, half characters.
Okay. Okay.
Alright,
so that's the rooming. Alright.
who would like to go upper? I will go upper. Me and Mistral can cover ourselves for that, I believe. I sort of say with a
Malon
smug look.
puts a puts 5 platinum on the little sort of pedestal that the man has. I'll go upper with my. He sort of glances over to you. Wait, it was Felix, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 He sort of glances over to you, Felix, with my companion. So, of course. So,
you don't need to pay for some of that, do you? Or...
I'm completely fine.
Are
Don't
you-
worry about it.
okay.
Says, right. So, how many of you are going to be
There'll
having
8 of us.
what,
2, I believe, upper double rooms and 2 lower double rooms, I believe.
Will those be twinned or a double?
I think twinned. Well, I think my friend Tareth here might want a double, but the rest of us, I think it will be twinned.
Tenebrae looks away slightly.
Jesus Christ, he's so easy
Perception
to
check to
embarrass,
see
and I
if
love
he's
it.
blushing.
You don't need a perception check. Your passive perception is enough.
He married.
He's
passive
going a
perception is
a different shade of like grey, like 'cause
Like,
But yeah, of course, because he's black.
yeah,
Not like black, not black as in black, black as in the color black.
yeah, he's a fucking drow, like a dark grey or a black. Anyway, so
I would like to, after we have arranged our rooms, I would like to head out and buy that cloak. And then I might possibly find somewhere to try it out, but I will be back this evening for dinner.
if you say that's
Yes,
everyone
I
or
might
just Mr.
come with you and test my object, my magic item.
Which one did you get?
I got this ring.
And I kind of put out my hand a bit and show him the ring.
Ah, yes.
Oh fuck, it does, doesn't it? Will then. I don't know. Okay. Well, I probably know that actually, so I
Yeah.
guess we should retcon
Okay.
that.
We'll retcon
So-
that.
In which case, I assume we head out the rooms.
Okay, yep. Okay, so
Everyone's gonna head out and get his cloak.
if you all sort of head out to your rooms and everything. Alright, and we'll pick up next time then, I suppose, here. This has been both a really hectic
Horrible session.
and a horrible session. I was hoping to get a lot more done this session, and Aaliyah very, very easily derailed this.
We all did it.
I think me and Paris helped a bit.
You guys very, very much did. I also didn't handle it the best this session, but
That's okay. It was, as far as I'm concerned, it was a fun session. I don't know about everyone else though.
To be
Yeah,
honest,
I
I
know.
feel like whenever
It would have
there's always
come
like a moment
eventually this time.
every
though.
like few every like 8 while in campaigns where there'll be a session where you basically get nothing done and you basically just go shopping.
yeah, pretty much.
Like
Right.
all shopping episodes.
Yeah, we'll pick up this next time then, which will be in a week. Oh god. All right.
No, it will be on Wednesday. We're starting Wednesdays again, remember?
Oh yeah, it'll be on Wednesdays again. Haha. I have to remember that. It'll be on Wednesdays again, Pog. All right. I'm gonna end this
I don't-
recording now. Ah.
Well, jam.
I have to wait.